So BATCure is a group of principal investigators, research scientists and clinicians from across Europe who are working together to try and find a cure for Batten disease. The way this BATCure works is the European Union periodically issues calls for certain types of work, and they issued a call to find therapy for rare diseases, and what they want is that people, the scientists, clinicians from across Europe work together to bring all their expertise, pool their expertise for a common purpose. So several years ago when this call came out, drew together physicians, clinicians, research scientists, and we set out a plan, we worked out a plan to try and find a cure for Batten disease. So our plan is we've got our ultimate aim, which is to try and work out a cure, and we're focusing on gene therapy and drug therapy. But to do that, we need to know more about the disease, more about the natural history of the disease, exactly all parts of the body that are affected. We need to understand more about the genes that we're working on and what they do. And then we need to have what we sometimes call biomarkers, indications of how the disease is progressing, so that when we're testing the cure that we want to test, we can see whether it's working. So as part, and then of course we need to look at drugs and genes and work out the best way of introducing them. So the way this BATCure works is we are splitting the work up into work packages that are focusing on specific areas, and we know exactly what we want to achieve in those areas, and everything feeds into each other. So we're really doing a hugely integrated piece of work with the ultimate aim of reaching some new drug or gene therapies. So we have 8 work packages underway here, and we have 2 facilitating or supporting work packages. So one of the unique involvements of this particular consortium is we have a patient organisation, the Batten Disease Family Association from the UK, who is a full partner of this project. So it's not just the scientists, not just the clinicians, we also have the families involved as well. So we have their perspective, because it's really important to know what kind of treatments they're looking for, what would be acceptable to them, what wouldn't be, and they're doing a lot of the supporting work in terms of developing the structures that we need to take us to clinical trials eventually. This is our, I suppose, the overall concept, in that we're doing what we call pre-discovery work, so really finding out more about the disease, and that involves 4 different work packages. Then we head into the discovery phase, which involves another 4 work packages, where we're following up on the more basic science that we've achieved, as well as following on with some gene therapy work that we've already started or developed, and also some small molecules that we're bringing into the whole programme. And then finally there's one work package where we're preparing for the future clinical trials, which we anticipate will come as beyond the end of this project. This is a 3-year project, so obviously we can't do everything in 3 years, but our aim is to get us to the point where we have either some new small molecules or drugs, or a new gene therapy that we can take forward into clinical trials. So that we have 14 different groups from all over Europe who are working together, and they're drawn from the United Kingdom, from Spain, Italy, Germany, Denmark, Sweden and Latvia.